Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and today we'll be solving a linked list problem called add two numbers, which is a fairly known problem and oftentimes asked in interviews, and it's fairly simple if you know how to think in a very simple fashion rather than making the problem complex, right? So first of all, we'll start with understanding the problem given to us, then we can move on to uh, getting the solution, right? So let me explain the problem to you. Here we are given two non-empty linked list, and then they represent two non-negative integers, and the digits are stored in reverse order. So each node represents a digit, and each of their nodes can be added, right? So we have to two numbers. We have to add the two numbers given to us and return their sum as a linked list. And we can safely assume that the numbers do not contain any leading zeros except the number 0 itself, right? So I'm going to quickly explain to you the first test case that we're given to us. So here we are given a linked list which starts off like this, a singly linked list. This is the first linked list, and the second one has 5, 6 and 4, right? So we are given uh, two uh, pointers to the head of each linked list. So let's we can call this pointer L1, and we are giving the second pointer in the problem L2. And so the answer of this particular problem is 7, 0, 8, and we have to return which is the sum of individual nodes, right? So if we add 5 plus 2, we got 7, then moved on to this node and this node, and we summed it, so we got 10, right? Since it's a double digit, we actually just keep the 0 here and we take this one as a carry. So we take this one as a carry, so we move it here, right? And here we sum these two nodes. We do 3 plus 4, which is 7. Since we already have a carry here, we have to add that as well. So 7 plus 1 gives us 8, which is the value of this particular node, and we just have to return this. So this looks like a very easy problem, right? So let's just think of a very simple solution here, right? What's the simplest thing we can think of? Can we just, okay, let me just erase it here. Let's think from scratch. So can we just create a new linked list where we will take one node at a time for each in each of these two linked list, right? And we sum them, and as we are summing them going from left to right, we also keep the track of carry, right? And let's say if we have carry from the previous number, we'll just add it to the next node that we are summing, right? So let's say I create a let's say I create new list pointer L3, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize this first node as 2 plus 3, 2 plus 5, which is 7. Then I'll move these two pointers, right? I'll move these two pointers from the first node to this one, since we already summed the values of these two nodes right here, right? Then here we'll create a new node after shifting L1 and L2 to the next node, and we'll sum their values. So we got 10 here, right? But you only put 0 as the node's value, and we will maintain a carry variable equals to 10 equals to 1, right? And since we are done with this particular level or node, we can move these nodes to the last node at the end. Let me just shift them for better clarity. Yeah, so at last we are finally at the last node, right? And we can sum their values as well. So after summing the values, we get 7, but we also had carry in our carry variable from the last number we added, right? So we have to add that as well. Then after creating the new after adding them, we can create a new node, and then we can after creating a new node, we can just put its value to be 8. And as you can see, we cannot go further because these we are at the end of the linked list, and the next pointer is just null for these two lists. But okay, so I think this is a fairly simple idea, and since this is a linear we are actually traversing both of the linked list in a linear fashion. The worst case time complexity will be O of n. O of n, where it's the size of the linked list. And one more edge case that I would like to point out here is that it's not necessary that two of these linked lists that we have, L1 and L2, will be of same size. They can be of different size as well. So the second or the first one can be shorter than the other. So instead of just saying that it will be the size of the linked list, we can say size of the max. It will be max of size of L1 and L2, right? So I think this is the best way to solve this particular problem, and so we can start looking at the pseudo code here. So let me write it down. So since we are creating a new linked list, I'll actually I'll create a new list called I'll create a new list with start off with a dummy node, and I'll initialize it like this. I'll give it a value of -1. We're doing this because we don't want to handle the edge cases where the initial node is null, right? It's better this way. So we'll initialize our dummy node, then the list we are going to return, with -1 here, and we are already given L1 and L2. We are given list node L1 pointer, and we are already given head of the second list as well, right? Since we are going to return this return the head of this list, right? So if you are iterating over this list as well, right? So we do not want to change the head the head of this particular list, so we'll create another pointer so that this one at least points at the head of the list. We'll use this particular pointer, we'll call it temp, right? Or we can call it current, and it will be same as dummy. We are doing this so that we can preserve the head of the list, because you have to return it at the end, right? Head of the new list. So then we can start off with a while loop, and this while loop will run till we have either of the list this loop will work till either of the list have not reached their null values, right? So let's say if L1 was greater than size than L2, we can still we'll still count that. We'll add its values in the new list nodes. So this will run while we have either of the list, right? Either of the pointers are not null, and we can initialize a variable called carry, which is initially 0, right? And we can have a variable called sum, which will be equal to carry at first, right? Because we'll have if we have a carry, we'll add that to sum as well. And we can have a statement here. If our L1 pointer is not null, then we can safely append uh, the L1's value, and we can do the same for L2. Sum plus equals L2 well. Right. So again, then we can, after doing that, we can, what we can do is we can point the current dot next to be this to have this new value that we have created, the new sum, right? So we can create a new node, list node, which will have the value of sum, right? And let's say if our sum is in two digits, right? So you have to get the okay, we have to make a change here. So let's say if our sum was 12, for example, right? We only have to put the last digit in the node, and we have to keep one as carry. We have to put carry equals to this this digit, and we have to put the last digit as the node's value. So instead, what we can do here is we can do instead of putting sum in the list node, we can put a sum modulo 10, which will actually give us the last digit in the number. And later on, what we can do to get the carry, we can just simply put carry equals to sum divided by 10. So let's say if our sum was 9, our node will have the value 9, and our carry will be 9 by 10, which is 0, since it's a single digit. So that's how the logic works here. And then after that, we can safely move our current pointer to the next pointer it has. Current equals current, not next. And since it's possible that two of the linked lists that we have, L1 and L2, they might not match in their sizes, right? So you have to check if either of the pointers are not null, then we can safely move them ahead. So L1 equals to L1 next, and if L2, we can safely move it ahead as well. And we can close our while loop. Right. So here, as you can see, it's we are actually done, but we have to think of another edge case that we can have. For example, what if we are at the last node, right? Let's say we are at the last node, and the values here create a carry. For example, we can have 5 here and 5 here. At the last node, we will actually put 0, but what about the 1 we have in the carry? If our carry is not 0, we would have just ended it here. But we are getting a carry by summing the last node of L1 and L2, we have to add that as well to a final list. So a final list will have 1, or whatever the carry value is, let's say x, as the last node, right? So in the end, what we can do is simply just add a if statement. If carry is not equals to 0, then we can simply do current next be equal to the value of carry. And at last we can finally return dummy next. Since dummy is the dummy pointer holds the head of the summed linked list, right? And we initially had the value of -1. So let's say for the example we had earlier, right? Instead, for example, that we had this list 3, right? And 6 and 4. So when we created our dummy list, right, initially we had -1, then we created this sum. So originally it after the program ends, our dummy linked list is like this. So we cannot return from here, right? We have to return a linked list from this place. That's why we are doing dummy, returning dummy next value, since dummy pointer is pointing here at the head node. So that was the solution of this particular problem. So the space complexity of this particular solution is O of 1, since we are, or actually O of n only, since we are creating a linked list, returning a linked list of size same as the number of nodes present in maximum number of nodes present in both of the list, right? The space complexity is O of n and time complexity is O of n itself. So I'll just quickly show you the code that we have here. So again, like I said earlier, in the pseudo code, we have created a dummy node when we have initialized it to -1, and we have a current node assigned to dummy ahead of the sum linked list, and we have initialized carry equal to 0, and we are learning we are moving this while loop till either of the till both of the linked list aren't null. It will run till then, and we are initializing sum to be equal to carry, and we are actually adding the value of L1 and L2 if they are not null, and then we are creating a new node which contains the last digit of the sum, and we are initializing changing the value of carry to be the first digit of the sum, right? And then we're moving all of the 3 pointers, the current pointer and L1 and L2, depending if they are not null, by one place. And then later on we are also checking for the edge case we talked about, and finally returning the head of the sum list. So yeah, that's about this problem, and it's a fairly easy and a fun problem to do, and I hope I made that very clear with the thought process how we came up with the particular solution. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.